Hey, it's Tyler Cavalli, Jacob Roth once again for KRVN Radio as we have been cooking our way across Nebraska, part of KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. Red Meat Road Trip. This time we're staying close to home. And that's because we're joined by one of our great sponsors in Cross Diamond Meats and one of the owners in Corey Cable, who is joining us right now. And Corey, first off, thank you for the great sponsorship with us and powering our Red Meat Road Trip.
Yeah, thank you guys for all you do promoting beef across the state of Nebraska. I think this is a fantastic deal, the meat passport and everything it'll do, and just kind of keep pushing the information out on how high quality of protein we're producing. So.
Well, it's been a tough job going across the state, trying all these different meats, whether it's been restaurants, meat lockers, or meat shops. But again, we can't do it without your guys' help with the sponsorship of Cross Diamond Meats. All right, Corey, let's talk about what you guys offer at Cross Diamond Meats. Obviously, this is not on the passport in particular, but what do you guys have going on there?
So in 2021, we started selling halves and quarters, mainly to people in Omaha, honestly. And it's just been so much fun how it's grown from there. Our bread and butter is doing the halves and quarters and getting that security into people's freezers. COVID obviously showed us, there's nothing safer than having a half a beef in the freezer. And I mean, just getting that right out of the way that you don't have to worry about where your family's going to get that high quality protein from. From there, we started doing USDA inspected labels that allows us to sell individual cuts on our online store, which is crossdiamondmeats.com. And then my wife, Meredith, she was a ruminant nutritionist for the last several years. She stopped doing that and started making freezer meals, ready to go meals. And she takes those to Lost Way Brewery the second and fourth Monday of every month. And then at the Cross Country Market every Monday night are pickups. So you can order those online. She'll make them. She's got a whole list of things that she does and specials she's doing. And it's just been fantastic being able to stay local and get some of this beef out to our friends and families in the local area.
Also can find them in a couple area lockers. As we found out, we were going on the Red Meat Road Trip. Yep. We were at, I believe it was Midwest Meats in Minden. Yes, sir. And you were able to get some of that delicious, they call them Meredith meals, I believe is what they were calling them.
Yep, so Meredith started doing that, about a year ago now. And we started teaming up with Midwest Meats a little over a year ago, and they've just been fantastic people to deal with. They do a quality job. Top-notch family, and they're pushing us, and the products we're getting out of there is fantastic.
Lots of cool stuff there. Talk a little bit about what kind of got the ball rolling. Obviously, it's Cross Diamond Meats. We're here at Cross Diamond Cattle's Ranch. How does that all kind of connect and work together?
So I actually grew up in Oklahoma, and we moved here when I was in high school, and I finished school at Omaha Scott Catholic, so kind of fish out of water type deal. But it was a good experience. And have maintained some friends throughout that. It's still to this day one of my best friends is still from we were high school friends. They come out multiple times a year. Our kids are friends and all that. They came out one time. We were giving them some steaks, and they're like, "Gosh, could we ever get some of this?" I'm like, "Yeah, we got half a beef. We give you guys or sell you or whatever." And from there, it just exploded in Omaha. And then, I mean, we're always trying to tell our story. We're going around all over the state, country, whatever. And I love talking cattle. I love talking to people about cattle. I love talking to ranchers. It's even more fun when people from town or that are removed or that remember that their grandpa used to have a freezer full of beef and how awesome that was. And they didn't think that was even a possibility. I mean, the things we take for granted being ranchers and farmers and all that stuff, people think that's been gone a long time. And you could still get a half a beef and have that security. And we love what we're doing at the ranch. These Red Angus cattle just hit it out of the park, and it's just a fun way to tell our story on how we're caring for them, how the grazing practices we're doing, the animal husbandry, that we're not big bad guys that are just after the dollar. We care about the cattle, we care about the people, we care about the land an awful lot. And honestly, what's grown from that is it's all, my wife's such a giving person, or has a huge heart. A super generous donation last year. We do a Operation Christmas Beef Bundle, which we matched we give $50 bundles to widows and or mainly widow families, or just people kind of down on their luck in the Christmas season. So we'll match that 25, and your 25 will go to donate to a family, and we do that right around Christmas time. Last year, super generous donations, so that 20 was met. So we decided to go on top of that with another 20. So we're looking to do 40 families this year. So, and that's just, I mean, when you knock on those people's door, we don't tell them they're coming. And I mean, that's, there's nothing better, honestly. So.
Yeah, makes you definitely feel good. Again, we're talking to Corey Cable, who is the owner of Cross Diamond Meats, again, one of our sponsors for KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska. We talked about a couple different options that you guys have or are offering as well. How about the online store and how that works and how people can order something online?
Yeah, so just go to our website, crossdiamondmeats.com, and you can kind of navigate through there. It tells our story, kind of what we got going on. And from that, you can pick and choose orders. And it is local delivery for right now. If you'd like to have it shipped further away, it'll be just contact us via email, or our phone numbers are on there, and we'll talk through that. But right now, we just really want to serve our local area customers and do that really well. So you go onto the website, and you can pick and choose what we have on inventory: beef sticks, steaks, Meredith meals, and then she does local drop-offs. Lost Way Brewery, second and fourth Monday every month, and then at Cross Country Market, they're carrying that stuff, or she's delivering those meals every Monday of the month. But you can go into Midwest Meats anytime and pick up some of her meals, or the Cross Country Market in Bertrand, and they have steaks and sticks and all sorts of stuff.
You feel like you've had a lot of success with the online store?
Yeah, it's been. Meredith, again, you should be interviewing my wife. She's the brains behind the operation. But yeah, from what she's done is fantastic. I try to keep them alive and get the product to her and let her figure it out.
So are you guys also taking in animals? Are you taking appointments from local producers and then obviously doing the whole process from there? Or is it you guys are just kind of doing it yourself and going from there?
These are all cattle that are sourced from Cross Diamond Cattle Company that are either calves we raised on the ranch or calves from our customers that we've purchased. And then we're having all those animals processed at Midwest Meats in Minden, who do a fantastic job. And we're just trying to be that liaison. We try to do the very best with what the Lord's given us to care for these animals, and we want to ensure all the way through that the product you're getting to put in your freezer is just amazing. So.
Just be that person that if someone doesn't know what's going on, someone that's got the customer's best interest in mind and not going to try and nickel and dime you out of something that you don't need to be nickel and dimed for. It's a cool deal and a really cool opportunity. Anything else that you want folks to know about Cross Diamond Meats and its relationship with Cross Diamond Cattle and just things in general?
We just can't thank the Ford family and all the investors and owners enough. This is our 16th year of being on the ranch and just love it. They're family to us and just amazing Christians that make all of us want to be better people. And we couldn't have done any of this without all of them as well. So,
Corey said he wanted to get in contact with you, Meredith Meals. Again, give us the website. How can they stop in? What's your hours there at Cross Diamond Meats?
So you can get a hold of us on crossdiamondmeats.com, and Meredith is pretty busy on social media, keeping updates and all that stuff. So you can look for us at that, and it's usually on a Cross Diamond Meats handle of one form or another. And then phone numbers are our best way to get hold of us. And we did just recently purchase a food trailer that we have out and about. So Lost Way Brewery does some makers markets every month this summer. And so we're at that and just trying to promote what we're doing.
We appreciate, again, the sponsorship here for this summer. It's been a fun journey for us. Again, we can't do it without a great sponsor, so thank you guys.
Well, thank you so much for coming down.
Again, that is Corey Cable, who is the owner of Cross Diamond Meats in Bertrand. Again, one of our great sponsors, powering the KRVN Sizzling across Nebraska Red Meat Road Trip. He's Jacob Roth and Tyler Cavalli for KRVN.